The greatest benefit we have had since we started participating in NEARS is having a systematic approach for data collection. Having a database that standardizes our outbreak data and puts it in one location allows us to compare and learn from each other. It is definitely a bonus to receive not only a summary of national outbreak data, but summary in a similar format of our own data. These summaries have allowed us to identify the most common contributing factors of foodborne illness in our own area and provide targeted interventions to improve food safety awareness and reduce illness.
So one of the benefits that we find with participation in NEARS is that it provides a framework for standardization of outbreak investigations, especially with regards to environmental assessments. Another advantage to participation in NEARS is it helps environmentalists communicate with epidemiologists, especially with regards to reporting.
And we're able to get an annual report on this information and use that information to not only help inform our own group, our own environmentalists throughout the state of Tennessee, but this is information that can be translated into nationwide level and really help to address policy changes and also help inform the private sector of what we're seeing as root causes of these foodborne outbreaks.
NEARS has given us a much better understanding of the foodborne outbreak process. We were conducting routine inspections during foodborne outbreaks instead of conducting a comprehensive assessment.
Performing environmental assessments has shifted our focus to a systems-based approach that describes how the environment may have contributed to the outbreak. This systems-based approach has helped us to identify the determinants that directly or indirectly cause an outbreak and allows us to implement proper control measures.
One big difference is that level of standardization that the NEARS training allows us to provide to those folks who would be involved in conducting environmental assessment.
Before Tennessee began participating in NEARS, our outbreak investigations weren't necessarily standardized across the state, and we were likely missing a lot of very important information during these outbreak investigations, like maybe food source, or if we were capturing ill worker data or certain key pieces of data during these foodborne outbreaks.
Since participating in NEARS, we have increased our staff training on environmental assessments and improved our communications between our environmental health, lab, and epidemiology division. This has helped us to identify the root cause and contributing factors for many outbreaks and therefore improved our program. Also, since participating in NEARS, we have initiated targeted industry education related to norovirus prevention in food establishments. This was in part due to findings from NEARS that a large proportion of our outbreaks were caused by norovirus.
We've gone from conducting routine inspections to doing a comprehensive assessment, and it has given both the agents and the state staff a much better understanding of what foodborne outbreaks entails.
So another positive outcome of participation in NEARS is that Tennessee has folks located here in Middle Tennessee that provide support across the state during outbreak investigations. And this is due in large part by our participation in NEARS, that we have this higher level of support and training that we can provide to folks from one end of the state to the other.
Since participating in NEARS, what it has really done is provide us with a clear framework that we can share with the environmentalists across the state on important key pieces of data that should be captured and observed during a foodborne outbreak investigation and an environmental assessment. Having that tool has really helped us to standardize our foodborne outbreak procedures and to capture more essential data during these foodborne outbreaks.